Hello again, everybody. This is Steve, coming to you with a quick feedback request. I've got some feedback recently on some of the audiobooks I've done, primarily the short stories and some of the teasers for some of my bigger novels and series. And the feedback was that, if I'm using AI voices, it's a bit of a turnoff because it's not personalized enough, and it's not. Well, some people are like, well, I don't like the robotic voices, and I like the human voices, and all this kind of stuff. And I get that. I like human voices better than the AI voices myself. As I've stated before in other videos, although for as far as I'm forward-loaded on all of my videos, it may not have actually come out and mentioned this yet, but if that's the case, because I can't remember where I posted this at and talked about it, but if I have posted, well, anyways, if I have posted it, great. This is just a reiteration. If I haven't, you'll see it in the near future. But anyways, I have mentioned in at least a couple of my videos that, yeah, if I'm doing them up on YouTube and I'm doing them for free, and like these short stories and stuff, I'm using AI voices because I don't have the budget to do professional voices for every single audiobook that I have and every single short story and stuff like that. Because human voices, if you want to get good quality voices and not some cheap hack in his basement with a low quality mic, you're looking for a professional reader. You're looking at $250 a studio hour. A studio hour is 1 hour of finished work. So if you consider, they're going to have about 4 hours of work into that, it's about, let's see, 250, 125, it's about $60 an hour if I'm roughly mathing it correctly. So, that's still kind of high, but when you consider the, who you're working with, the amount of work that they're going through to create that 1 hour of audio, the $250 an hour or $250 a studio hour price is not that bad, actually, once you consider everything they put into it. Because this isn't a $25 or $15 an hour burger flipping job. This is somebody who is a professional voice actor. So yeah, you're gonna, if you want the quality, you're gonna pay the money. And again, I don't have that budget. Hence why I do my short stories on YouTube using the AI voices. That's also why I did the first 3 chapters of my my 3 main series: Earthfleet, Off-World Chronicles, and Land of the Lions. I did the teasers for those with AI voices because I don't have regular professional audiobooks for those, because that's going to be $2,500 to $3,000 per book. The only reason I have professional audiobooks for my 3 Christian pocket guides is it was a church project. So I was willing to pay the money for those because, I got them at a discount. I got them at $80 because I got some people that were just coming into the industry who were really good. And they agreed to $80 a studio hour. And each one of those was about an hour, hour and a half, I think. Maybe 2 hours. I think one of them is 2 hours and the other 2 are like an hour to an hour and a half. So it cost me a little bit of money, but it wasn't too bad. And for me, that would have been like doing a tithe, because it would have been giving to the Lord by paying for the audiobook for the pocket guide. But anyways, that's the only reason those have audiobooks. Everything else I posted on YouTube has been AI voices, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want me reading audiobooks. Believe me. I mean, you've heard my podcasts up here on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you don't want me actually doing the readings. But just to give you guys an example of what the differences are between the AI voice I chose and me actually doing the reading, which I did the reading. I did a short reading. It's a couple of lines out of one of my recently posted short stories, and I did the actual reading of it. And I did those 2 just as an example for you to hear the difference between what I was putting up there in AI voices versus what it would sound like if I actually did it. So we'll start here with my voice, or not my voice, excuse me, with the computer voice. We'll start first with the computer voice, and then we'll go over to mine. So this is the computer voice.
Self-Inflicted Doom by Stephen Lake. Tom walked into his dad's small hardware store and strolled slowly towards the back of it where his father was putting together a new display rack. "What you doing, Pops?" he asked with a hint of sarcasm. "We just signed on with a new supplier. So we're gonna be carrying their tools in our store from now on. Do you want to help me put together this display they sent us?" said his dad. Tom glared at him. He didn't want to do it, but he really had no other choice. He couldn't get work anywhere else, so he either worked for his dad, or he went hungry. Just then the doorbell rang, signaling that someone had just entered.
And as a matter of comparison, this is my voice. Self-Inflicted Doom by Stephen Lake. Tom walked into his dad's small hardware store and strolled slowly towards the back of it, where his father was putting together a new display rack. "What you doing, Pops?" he asked with a hint of sarcasm. "We just signed on with a new supplier, so we're going to be carrying their tools in our store from now on. Do you want to help me put together this display they sent us?" said his dad. Tom glared at him. He didn't want to do it, but he really had no other choice. He couldn't get work anywhere else, so he either worked for his dad or he went hungry. Just then the doorbell rang, signaling that someone had just entered. Okay, so now that you have these for comparison, I would be greatly interested in your thoughts. If you actually think I'm good enough to record my own audiobooks, I'm willing to do it. But I need your feedback, because I mean, if I don't hear from you guys, I'm just gonna keep doing AI audiobooks, because to me that just means you don't care. You know, like one way or another. You know, it's like you don't care if it's audio or AI audiobook or human and stuff like that for the YouTube videos. Now when I eventually go and take my big series, my novels, my 3 big series, when I actually start releasing those in audiobook, those will be human read. Those will be done by a professional audiobook reader. Because if I'm doing them professionally and I'm selling them, you're getting top quality. If I'm doing them for free on YouTube where I'm not making anything and I'm just sharing them for free, you guys get the AI voices. I mentioned that before. And it's not like an insult to you guys. I'm not, being condescending or anything like that. It's practical economics. If it's something that I'm not making money at and I don't have a way to cover the costs, it seems a little ridiculous to spend like, let's see, if it's, say like an audiobook is a half an hour. Out of $200, for $250 for a studio hour, that's going to be $125 for a 30-minute video that goes on YouTube, and I don't make any money on it. And as I've said before, making the money is to cover the costs. It's not there to make me rich and famous. Believe me, if you're a published author, being rich is not a thing. It's the whole starving artist idea. Because we produce stuff, everybody enjoys them, but we barely make enough money to cover costs. So it's a work of love rather than something that you're out there like Taylor Swift and trying to think what some of the other famous people are. But anyways, it's you're not out there making millions every time your face is on camera and stuff like that. You're lucky if you get enough to cover your base costs. So again, I'm already about almost 8 minutes into this, which I was hoping to make this about 4 minutes, but anyways, yeah. Anyways, I want to just wrap it up here, and I want to hear from you guys what your thoughts are. Honestly, what do you think of this? Which way should I go? If you want me to start doing my YouTube videos with me reading them, I will do that. Right now I've got a whole bunch of them queued up that are done with the AI voice, but so I'm not going to go redo those. But going forward with all the new stuff, if you want me to read them, I will read them, and we'll just skip the AI voices for that. So either way, just let me know, and I'd be really interested in hearing from you on this. Thanks.